Eugene Talks Football. Just a quick reaction to the game earlier this evening. Brighton nil, Arsenal 3 at the Amex Stadium. You know, the boys went out there, they showed their character. I captioned the preview, uh, building up to the game. True test of character. And what a response from the boys. They went there, they showed character, and they got the 3 points in a remarkable fashion. They went there, they knew the threat that Brighton was going to pose, and they went there, they soaked the pressure, took their chances, and they got the 3 goals, they got the 3 points. And I want to especially big up Mikel Arteta for the way he set up the team today. Having the Champions League at the back of his mind, and he did a lot of rotations, and he got his substitutions spot on. That helped the boys to be able to recover well in time for the visit of Bayern Munich. I can't appreciate the boys enough. And you know what? Arsenal have had, for the first time in since 1997, they've had 5 consecutive away clean sheets, and that's big up to William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. That's the monsters, that's the beasts that Mikel Arteta has managed to set up at the base, at the back of Arsenal defense. And you could argue that that's the best defensive duo, not just in the Premier League, but in the world football. I've not seen a better defensive partnership in the frame of William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. These guys, they keep putting in performances every 3 days. They've not been rested, been doing the job, keeping clean sheets. We now have 12 clean sheets in the Premier League, 4 more than the second best, So definitely David Raya is on his way to winning the Golden Glove. So big up to these boys. They've shown that they're not just playing around. Earlier today, we were under pressure after Man City defeated Crystal Palace 4-2 at the home of Crystal Palace. So going to this game, there was a little bit of pressure as Man City had already leapfrogged us into second place on 70 points, while we were on 68 points. So you would expect a little bit of pressure from the boys, but on the day, we went there, soaked the pressure, the early pressure from Brighton in the first opening of the game, first 20 minutes or thereabout. It was like a wrestling match, but the boys, they stood their ground, and in the 24th minute, we got a penalty. Gabriel Jesus was brought down by Tariq Lamptey, and Bukayo Saka was called as ice on the spot and put it in the left corner of the net, 1-0. And you know that if you're 1-0 up in a Premier League game, you can't be comfortable. As Brighton, they wanted to bring on the threat. Julio Enciso started the game when he has been out of the team for a long time. What an outstanding player. He caused some threat. He had a shot on target which was almost going in, but David Raya was up to it. What a save from David Raya. It was reminiscent of the goal he conceded away at Porto in the Champions League. But on the night, he kept his cool and parried that shot from Julio Enciso. And in the 62nd minute, what a combination by Martin Odegaard and Kai Havertz. And Jorginho to set up Kai Havertz for the second goal. Whenever you see Jorginho and Kai Havertz putting performances like this, you want to big up Chelsea, for giving us these players, outstanding players. They put in another performance, brilliant assist from Jorginho to set up Kai Havertz for the second goal. And that goal has given Kai Havertz his best stats since being in England. Remember, he spent 3 seasons at Chelsea, and since he's been there, he's not had the stats that he has had in his first stint at Arsenal. Big up to Kai Havertz for that. And that goal is the Premier League's 1000th goal this season. That's a landmark achievement for Kai Havertz. So, after we went 2-0 up, it was like an instruction from Mikel Arteta. You know, we gave Brighton the possession, we gave them the opportunity to have the ball, and it was like we just want to see out the game, soak the pressure. That was what Arsenal did. And we knew that because they kept a high line, we knew that they were going to make a mistake as we were so composed in the defense. And of course, it happened. And Kai Havertz pounced on the mistakes to set up substitute Leandro Trossard, who was one-on-one against his former teammates. And what a goal for Leandro Trossard. You know, he dominated the goalkeeper and he dunked the ball into the back of the net and made it 3-0. And that was how we saw out the game, 3-0. Job done. And on to Tuesday for the visit of Bayern Munich. What a test of character. And these boys, they stood tall. You know, there were a lot of creators, content creators, who were having hate along. They knew the threat that Brighton was going to pose today. You know, they thought that today was the day that Arsenal was going to drop points. But in my opinion, I think they watched the beautiful game. You know, they saw how football is being played, and at the end of the day, I believe that they enjoyed themselves. You know, what a performance from Arsenal. So we're back to the top of the table on 71 points. Let's see what Manchester United can do against Liverpool at Old Trafford tomorrow, and then we can be sure that we'll retain our position at the top of the table. Otherwise, if Liverpool win that game, they will go back to the top of the table on 73 points. But until then, let's see what happens. Let's hope that Man United can do us a favor. But you can't rely on Manchester United these days, you know. If you remember what they did against Chelsea a couple of days ago, you can hardly keep faith in them. But like I always say, I don't want to look at other teams. We just need to keep doing our job. And that's what the boys have been doing. And that's how we're going to keep going on in the season. And we'll see what happens. That's the most important thing. And the boys, they keep doing the job. And yeah, so that's the analysis of the game. The boys are set now for the Champions League. I believe that Bayern Munich lost their game today against Hoffenheim 3-2. And I'm sure that they have a couple of injuries. But let's not rest on that. And I'm sure that the boys are aware that they don't have to rely on that. You just have to be prepared to the maximum. Prepared for a tough game against Bayern Munich, you know, and be ready for it. You know, so yeah, thank you for being a part of the show tonight. See you on Monday for the preview of Arsenal Bayern Munich at the Emirates Stadium. But until then, keep watching Eugene Talks Football, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like the video, put your comments in, let me know what you think about the game tonight, and of course the Champions League game on Tuesday. And don't forget to hit the notification bell, as you'll be notified when we upload our subsequent videos. Thank you once again for being a part of the show. I'll see you again. Peace.